Hi, I'm Mike with Dead Air, and I'm with McKeith. We just wanted to give you a little bit of preview of our new can. It's called the Nomad, a little bit lighter for those people that don't need the really heavy, robust weight of Sandman.
I think something we've always done pretty good at on our product line is not just coming out with a new product to come out with a new product. It's listening to our customers. The feature people keep asking us about is for modularity, so kind of go try some new things and really come out with something that's going to be groundbreaking on a couple levels. And we got a phenomenal engineer, Todd, that kind of did a lot of that on the baffle stack design. Rather than going with Stylight like we did on the Sandman line, we used just 17.4 all the way through because it's pretty robust as well.
Well, super material, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The good thing about it is if we're designing a can that's not going to be belt fed, both mag dump after mag dump rated, you don't necessarily need the high temp rigidity you get with Stellite. 17.4 is going to be pretty close to the same structural integrity at standard operating temperatures. For the guy that's looking for something that's going to weigh a good 4 or 5 ounces less than your standard Sandman and doesn't need to be into world rated like a lot of our products, it's a really good option.
For that guy that wants to take it afield and do a field stuff, not just super hardcore use, like you say.
It's kind of the guy that's going to be more mobile with it, carry it around. Those guys are the guys that really like the Sandman, but they wanted to save a little bit of weight. So we did some things internally. We've kind of seen some testing that we did that found that we didn't necessarily have to have a outer tube type can if we built it right. One of our biggest things is always wanting to make sure it's going to be safe and good for the customer rather than just doing a tubeless can. You lose a little bit of insurance when you do stuff like that. So for us, it was kind of having to go through and find some ways to make it still be good and rigid and safe. Todd really did a good job on this one. We've done some pretty good strength testing and it'll hold up really well. The guy that's going to buy this can is buying it because he wants to save a little bit of weight. He's buying it because he wants a different roll in mind.
Well, and direct thread, so you can direct thread it. You can make it super short. Or chemo mount, it'll absolutely take a lot of other mounts from other manufacturers as well. This threading becomes more and more commonplace. That will interface with anyone that runs any other kind of mount that uses that thread. Will come with direct thread, 5/8 24, and then you can choose to use our mount or anyone else's if you'd like. Fit it to your own thing. It's standard Sandman caps and tools. Flash hider caps are in play, 6.5, 22, 30.
Since it comes with more of the direct thread mount, you don't have the cost built into it of the key mount system, which does a little bit of cost because it's a really good system and it takes some intricate parts to go in there to make it work. So it allows you to kind of start with just buying the can, and then you can kind of grow into it while you wait and figure out what mounts you want to run on your rifle, and don't have to have the bulk of the expense all right when you buy the can. It kind of lets you pick and choose as you go as far as what you do and don't need. Not everyone needs a quick detach mount that's going to buy this can. Direct thread falls right in between the length of a Sandman. It's actually a little bit shorter than a Sandman S and direct thread configuration. And then when you put the chemo on there, it's just about a 1/2 inch longer. So it gives you the opportunity to have that short, compact, lighter weight feel, or the modularity and strength of the chemo mount to it.
Either way you want.
Yeah.
What's the width of it?
1.73 inches.
You'll never get under a rail, but
yeah,
for a guy that wants more compact and still with the volume, that's the way you go.
We wanted to be able to get kind of that sound reduction you get from an L, but without all that back pressure. So if you do want to run on a semi-automatic rifle, you're not just getting slammed in the face with gas. The bulk of engineering from Todd to really get that same kind of muzzle suppression without having all the same ejection port noise and gas in the face. And he did a really good job in the way that he designed that new baffle stack to really kind of.
Todd did a home run.
He did. He really did knock that one out of the park.
Judy, and we're gonna head out the door here and see if we can kill something with it.
Sounds like a good idea.